welcome to the Kafka visualization. So, we understand that the complex structure of the Kafka through visualization. What how the producer producing message, how the broker process the message in queue, and how the consumer consumes the uh, broker process data. So here, what happens is that the Kafka. What is Kafka? First of all, we have to understand it. So Kafka is a distributed streaming platform. It is for processing for real-time data. That is the EDA, event-driven architecture. In EDA, we mostly use Kafka for the real-time process of the data. The thing is that it is based on the observe method, that is the and the subscriber publisher and the subscriber method. So it produces the message. The Kafka is comprised of a producer, broker, and the consumer. So here the producer is producing message. Here the broker uh, available that produce message in queue and parallelly processing into the queue, and here the consumer consuming these messages. So here is thing that we can automate this thing into speed. You have 5 seconds, 4 seconds, 3 seconds, 2 seconds, and 1 second. So we can produce this message in 3 seconds, per 3 seconds, for 2 seconds, and in one for 1 seconds also. So the thing is that we have to choose the partition, number of the brokers, replication factor. The thing is you have to remember that the replication factor should not be exceeding the brokers. It can be equal to the brokers, number of brokers, but shouldn't be exceeding the broker. We are gonna do see that also. So we have the consumer. So consumer, we can have the tickets, consumer interval tickets, commit offset interval messages, consumer groups, and we can add consumers, another consumer. So let's quickly understand this process. So here is the producer is producing some message. Here we have partition, two partition, that is partition 1, partition 2. We have two brokers, that is broker 1, broker 2. This one is the broker. Then we have our replication factor is 1, 2. So then we have the consumer. So the message is alternatively saving to 1, then the alternate message is saving to the other thing. So when we are exceeding the partition, number of partition, let's say I'm setting it up to 3 and the broker should be 2, let's say. Then we have to test it and apply the setup. So what should be the thing that the partition, number of partition increase, before that it is 2, now it is 3. So it consuming parallel messages, consuming the parallel. You have, so let us see that 90 messages goes to here and a copy saved to here, and then you have 91 saved to 3, then you have 94 is saved to here, number 2 partition. So in this way it is saving the data and it is further go on. So if we increases the partition, or say if we are increasing the replication number factor to 3, so what the message is here that the replication factor cannot be larger than the broker. So replication factor shall not be will not be exceeding the brokers, number of brokers. So it is kind of, it will happen that it will equal to the brokers but not exceeding. So we have to increase the broker and apply the setup. Here you can see that what will happen here. The number of brokers has increased, broker 1, broker 2 and broker 3, and it is parallelly consuming the message. So here the consumer have messages from both three brokers, that is the green one, that is the broker number 1, purple one, the broker number 2, and the blue one, that is the broker number 3. So what will happen, we add another consumer. There you go, you have another consumer that is consuming messages. One consuming messages from broker number 1, consumer number 1, and from broker number 3. Whereas consumer 2 is consuming messages from broker number 2. So see how the load is balanced here, and if we add one more consumer to this group, to this messaging system, so what will be happen here? So the broker 1 is totally dedicated to the consumer 1. So broker 3 is dedicated to number 2 broker, is dedicated to consumer 2, and broker 3 is totally dedicated to consumer 3. So this is the process. You can play with the group A, B, C group, consumer group can create consumer groups and all. So this is the quick view of the Kafka process. Thank you.